Hello everyone, this is Jackie, and this is my second completed project for NBC, Nothing But Crafts on YouTube. And this is just an altered mini that I got from Michaels, and it had canvas on one side and then just plain chipboard on the other. And it was one of those $2 bin mini albums that I got for 75 cents. And so the first thing I did was use this little stencil. It's called the Mini Butterflies. I got it at Hobby Lobby, so it's really cute. I love that little bee. And so I used some modeling paste that I got from Hobby Lobby as well. Liquitex. This is only the second time I've used this stuff. The first time didn't work out so great for me. I like how it came out this time, so I guess it's just a matter of practice. So now I'm just getting a little bit more confident in using it. So little by little I'm building up my skills, so I'm pretty excited. And then I just did some various sprays. I used some Heidi Swap, and I used some liquid pearls. Is that what it's called? Well, you know, that liquid pearl, the glimmer mist stuff. And then I used some actual glimmer mist, Tattered Angels glimmer mist, just some different pinks, and then that kind of turquoise color until I was happy. And then I used some gesso to kind of, you know, tone that down. On all the edges of all the pages, I distressed it with some vintage photo. And then in the front, I used, what is that stuff? I guess the Sizzlets, is that what they're called? Or no, the Nestabilities. I don't know. But anyway, I used that to punch out just different papers. And some of this is the Primrose, and some of it's just Recollections. I believe both of these are the Primrose paper. And the theme was just pretty much just blues and pinks. And then this metal sentiment was from Michaels. And it's part of the Melodies and Lace, I think. No. A Place in Time, or whatever it was called, those little metal embellishments you could get. And then I just distressed everything with vintage photo. And then in here I started out with some cheesecloth, some flowers from Saw, some handmade flowers, and then just other flowers from my stash. I also got these rosebuds from Saw. These are some air dry clay, it's a nest and some eggs. And I just painted them with a zig marker, I think, or I'm not sure. And then that's just a little plastic bird that I had, and I painted it robin's egg blue to kind of match the theme of the mini. Oh, and most importantly, here's one of those appliques that Irene had sent me. Thanks, Irene. So very pretty. It was kind of hard to use it because I wanted to stash them for the rest of my life. But, you know, what good does that do you, having it hoarded somewhere where no one can see? So I decided to use that on that side. And then, of course, I whitewashed everything. And then the fibers on the side are just some eyelash trim, fun fur, some little ribbons, or not ribbons, cotton lace from my stash, pink and white. These are from Hobby Lobby. And then I also had this really pretty iridescent ribbon that, if I'm not mistaken, Marisol sent me, but I'm not 100% sure because several ladies have been so kind to me to send me all kinds of neat goodies, so now I don't remember where I got this from, but I'm thinking it was from Marisol. Well, whoever it was, if you recognize it, thank you so much. And so I kind of did the same at the bottom. I was a little intimidated tying these on there because I see this done on other minis and it looks so pretty, and I wasn't sure if mine was going to come out right, but there it is. And so the only thing I added since I showed this to you last was this butterfly. And I just put some pearls. And that's Martha Stewart, one of the Martha Stewart punches. And then on this side, I left it pretty much blank, except I just put some trim from Hobby Lobby and then one of the little Recollections flowers. And I added a pearl to the center. It had a center, and I popped that off and I used a pearl instead. And then this is just some Recollections paper. And then this is one of those Tim Holtz clocks. And then I used some paper. I think this one's Recollections. And then that's just some leaf trim that I had in my stash. It was gold. I painted it green. And then that is spare parts flower. And again, it had a center. I popped it off and I used one of Lily's little flowers there. And then there's just some more Martha Stewart butterflies with some pearls. And, you know, I distressed the paper, whitewashed everything. And this is K & Company. It was a sticker set that I had, and I just backed it on 2 different color papers. And again, it's just a combination of Recollections and Primrose, the DCWV Primrose paper. And then this next page, same thing, pretty much left it blank, but did put some trim on that one side and a little bow, and then just a little ribbon rose. And I also tried to whitewash that too. I don't know how well I did, but anyway. And then this one, I added a Martha Stewart butterfly, but I embossed that with this stuff. Is so pretty. I love embossing powder. It's called the Vintage Pink by Recollections. Love that stuff. So super glittery. So I put one there and some pearls in the center. And then this is another Tim Holtz die, the bird cage. I embossed the little bird, some Recollections flowers, some rosebuds from Saw Store, and then just some cheesecloth that I used some ink. Literally used the vintage photo to kind of make it a little brownish. And I embellished the bird cage with some little flatback pearls, Recollection, the ones I bought the other day. And the paper in the background, I don't remember if it's the Primrose or the Recollections, but I stamped on it with a music notes or a music sheet stamp. And then that's another one of those K & Company stickers. And I finally used some of this decorative tape. And I had this little tag punch that I got at the dollar store a while back. And so I punched that out, backed it on some paper, and, you know, just kind of made a little border. And I attached the decorative tape to that, and then that's just a little Recollections brad. So this does move. And then the tag is Recollections tag. I did have to cut it down a little bit so that, you know, it wasn't too long. And so that's some Primrose paper on the front, and I think that's Recollections paper on the back. And I distressed it with the vintage photo, and then pretty much used some of the same trims that I used on the outside. And then that's another Recollections brad. That's what the center looked like in the other flower that I popped out and used a pearl instead. And then on this page, same thing, just use some trim from Hobby Lobby and another Recollections flower. This is not a die, this is just a wood frame that I'd gotten from Michael's. And I just embossed, I painted it black, embossed it with some black embossing powder, went over it with gold rub and buff, and then I distressed it some more by whitewashing it. And that's just another sticker that I backed on some either Primrose or Recollections paper. And then this is Recollections paper, I'm pretty sure. And then that's just some mesh bling that I used to just kind of, you know, make a nice little frame. And then some of those pink flatback pearls from Recollections. This is one of the Tim Holtz, you know, the dress form die. I'm sure you guys recognize it. And then I just used 2 different sizes of eyelet trim to make the dress. And then just some satin ribbon for the belt. Uh-oh. Looks like the little rhinestone has moved. I'll have to fix that. And this is just a little acrylic bead that I'd gotten from B, I believe. And then I tried to put a little bling, but it obviously shifted, so I'll have to fix that. And then I just used a jump ring to adhere this little key that I'd gotten from Walmart a while back. And it's also whitewashed. And I embossed the dress form itself with some of that vintage pink. And then that's just a Martha Stewart, punch, butterfly, and another pearl. So that's that. And then the back is just this Recollections paper. So I need to put my little, made by stamp, but other than that, it's done. I'm not going to do anything else to it. So I'm pretty excited. It's the first little mini I've altered, so I was a little intimidated, but now that I have that under my belt, I can be more confident the next mini that I make, and so I'm really excited, just really building up my skill and just trying different things and experimenting and just trying not to be afraid, because in the end, whatever, if you don't like something, you can always change it, right? So anyway, I hope you enjoyed my little mini. Thank you so much. Bye.